Addressing the ongoing 10th ordinary session of the National Assembly 8th Legislature last week, Mr. Somdy Duangdy said the impact of the coronavirus on the economy has driven revenue collection back by 3 years, as the amount of revenue forecasted for collection in 2020 was now similar to that of 2017. According to him, striving to meet 2020 budget targets is ambitious and challenging, although the budget plan has been revised to reduce both revenue and expenditure targets. The Deputy Prime Minister, who is also Minister of Finance, Somdy Duangdy, told the Assembly that in June, Parliament approved a revised budget plan of which lowered the total revenue target to 22,725.46 billion kip, while the expenditure target was reduced to 33,043 billion kip. Initial data showed that as of October 26, revenue collection had reached at least 68% of the planned 22,725.46 billion kip. Previous statistics, coupled with the probability that the pandemic will continue to damage the economy, mean that this year's revenue target is unlikely to be met. Minister of Finance Somdy Duangdy said, in previous years, we have been able to fully meet the revenue target when there was about 20% left to accrue during the last 2 months of the year. This year, there is still 32% of the targeted revenue to be collected. The Deputy Prime Minister, who is also Minister of Finance, Somdy Duangdy, responded to the questions raised about whether the government would be able to achieve the targets given the devastating impact of the pandemic. He said, "We have already assured the National Assembly that we will strive to meet the target. It is a challenge to see whether we can do this or not." According to him, the impact of the pandemic on the economy has been more severe than expected. Authorities originally predicted the virus outbreak would dominate the first 6 months of this year and that things will gradually return to normal during the last 2 quarters. He vowed to do everything possible to maximize revenue collection and eliminate the causes of revenue leaks. The pandemic has resulted in multi-million-dollar losses for the tourism industry. The tourist hotspot of Luang Prabang province alone has recorded losses of about $20 million after tour and hospitality businesses had numerous cancellations, according to the president of the province's Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Bunting Sullivan, citing initial information received from business operators. But despite the damage suffered, Prime Minister Thongloun Sisoulith told Parliament the government predicts that the economy will grow by 3.3% this year, the same growth rate that was forecast in June. Supakson Silapet and the news team reports from the ongoing 10th ordinary session of the National Assembly 8th Legislature held in Vientiane capital.